Thank you so much.
Darshan Hiranandani joins us now, and not to talk about real estate. Well, with Niranjan and Darshan, we've always spoken about where real estate prices are headed, what are the challenges, what are the opportunities, and how exactly is the Mumbai real estate market headed. But today we'll talk to Darshan about a grand plan and a big commitment what the group has made towards investing in creating data centers. Darshan, fantastic to have you on ET Now. Thank you for joining us. We are looking at investing about 8,500 crore in creating data centers. Now, it's simple to understand the world needs more data and data center are backups. But is there a parallel which is there in the world which you're trying to replicate, and what has prompted you to commit 8,500 crore? That's more than $1 billion. It's a large commitment.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me sort of dial back a bit. Firstly is, I think it's a bit of a misnomer when people think that cloud is about backups. It is not about backups. Cloud is now where people's primary data is stored. So I think all the storage, the operations, the criticality is extremely important. Let me tell you why cloud is important. Cloud is important because it is extremely efficient. So if a corporate were to store all its data in their own offices through old data centers or server rooms as we used to call it, the cost of operating that would be almost 2 times, 2.5 times, maybe 3 times what it costs to place that data in the data center. That's part one. Part two of the data center is the fact that so many servers are right next to each other of different entities allows the interconnection within the world of data to also happen in a far more efficient way. So I wanted to explain that piece for a minute. Number two, which is India is now the largest consumer of data, the largest. Now, we have currently in India only 400 megawatts of data centers. And we have about 400 million smartphone users. Europe, which consumes less data per capita, has 500 million smartphone users. They have 8,600 megawatts of data centers. So you can just see what the data is and what the need is to be in this segment. So explaining it again, our journey in this, in the last years, we spent our time building a portion of the data center for the existing data center player. So the largest player in India, currently we built 70 to 80% of their capacity. We built the buildings for them and moved it forward. So we understood this whole journey. About 2 years ago, when I saw the kind of cloud ramp up happening, when we looked at the tentative thoughts around data localization that were going on around the world, I realized that data centers were going to become a critical component, and nobody really was focusing on becoming a real scale value player. So I started doing some work in that space to think about, okay, how if we were to do the whole gamut ourselves, how would we do it? And we were working on our own scale of plans. In the meanwhile, we were fortunate. There was a senior level exit at one of the larger companies. And Sunil came across and saw me and said, Darshan, you've got data center plans. I think, we can put this whole thing together quicker, faster. And I said, sure, I'm very excited to move it ahead. And we started ramping up that plan. And I'm glad to tell you the plan came into place in January 19, or the first discussion. We got everything together in July 19, and in July 20, we actually had built, completed, fitted out, certified Asia's largest Tier 4 data center. So Tier 4, most redundant, most sophisticated, however, cheapest cost data center possibly globally for its offering. So size, scale, value, all together bundled into one. And when we saw we could do that here, we realized that there's a big need to replicate this, and hence the group plans are where they are.
Okay, great. The big picture cannot be argued. I mean, our data dependence, data consumption, cloud migration, just a coincidence that we had the CEO of TCS before he joined us, and he pretty much is saying that cloud is the next ERP. Now, the cloud space in the world is dominated by 3 or 4 large players. AWS, you got Google, you got Alibaba ramping up. How exactly would you be able to get your foot in the door? And do you think Indian companies would be welcoming to use your data center?
So firstly, let's be very clear. The big players, as they want to continue expanding in India, they need players like me. So we actually host a lot of cloud providers. We have a small cloud of our own, but that's a very different kind of segment. That's a true enterprise segment that needs a lot of managed services. But that doesn't mean that we don't host the Amazon, Googles, Microsofts of the world as well. So if they need to expand in India, which they do, then they need more people like me and others to continue building space. Also, let's note, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy here. Telecom, when it started, when you first had our first mobile phones, or MTNL was the original king in Mumbai, then you had privatization, mobile phones coming out, 16 rupees 80 paisa was the cost. We brought that down, we ramped up minutes, like multi-fold what they were. Same story here. We're building brand new infrastructure. We're building it better and cheaper than we've ever built it before. So we think more people will come to India, not just for India, but just like Singapore serving India's demand, we want India to serve even global demand.
Okay. How large do you mind this market is? Because I'm personally not aware of too many Indian companies who are ready to commit to this kind of in scale and size. And how do you see things evolving now that the cloud opportunity or the data storage business has become so large?
Well, I think certainly the ramp up of telecom smartphone adoption has a big part to play. Certainly the cloud technologies that the West has adopted, and we are seeing those best-in-class operations happening in India have a role to play. Why have we done it? Look, ultimately, it's a big investment, but honestly, there are bigger investments than this. I mean, we are talking about 8,000 crores in data centers. Somebody is committing, 3 lakh crores to telecom, 1 lakh crores to port. So, this is a niche segment, and people need to really focus very hard on this segment. And I think that's how the opportunity lies. Will others come in and further take this segment forward? Absolutely. And there are different parts to this segment. We are looking at the very large hyperscale opportunities. Some people will create niche edge opportunities, smaller data centers in every area. So it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Everybody will have their own place in this ecosystem, and the more the merrier at this time.
Darshan, besides the one incident that you just reiterated to, have there been any key private sector players which are willing to move their data storage and cloud software to data centers such as yours? Have you already been getting inquiries?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me tell you, in the last 90 days since we've probably properly stabilized operations, we've moved 100 enterprises to our data center. So you can go to Yotta's website and you can see we have 100 logos that have moved over, and we're getting inquiries every week. So there's no doubt about the fact that people are looking to move across. I mean, look at the criticality of data centers. Everybody heard about what happened when HDFC Bank's current data center had problems, right?
Yeah, not just HDFC, but another bank as well. But we'll leave that discussion for some other day. So would you be roping any partners? I understand that you've already got Blackstone on board. Any other JV partners that you're going to be looking at? Because this is going to involve some serious capex, I'm guessing.
So the answer is no, and just to correct you, Blackstone is not on board with this. Blackstone is our partner in our industrial platform, not in our data center platform. Currently, we are continuing to grow our data center space ourselves, and we're happy moving ahead. We've always had a track record of taking things to a logical amount of growth, scale, and size. And afterwards, if we still feel we need external capital and partnership, we do that.
Hey, Darshan, great having you on board and helping us understand what this new business foray is all about. And we'll chat again soon, hopefully.
Absolutely, it will be my pleasure and me hearing from all of you.
Okay, great. Let's move on. Let's take stock of what the market as well is up to. It's been one of those very quiet days, not just for the benchmark.